Forward, back, left, right, rotate, up, down. So you've got forwards and backwards, left and right. You've got twist. And then if you press this button, you can do the same thing again. But Farm Sim recognizes that. Yeah, because if I move left and right now, it's on camera when the red dot's on. If I press it onto the blue dot, it doesn't do that because it's recognized as a separate thing. But whether Spin Tires Mud Runner would recognize that, I don't know.
When you look in the USB game controller, it's a separate axis when you have the red button or the blue button.
So in theory, Mud Runner would pick it up then.
You would assume so, yes.
C8, welcome back.
I gotta admit, the idea of using it for Mud Runner never really came to me.
Just wondering what else might be handy for.
Euro Truck. Probably Flight Sim.
Someone said OMSI 2 earlier, didn't they?
Yeah, I've used it for OMSI too.
What would be nice is if they had like overlays that you could write on and then just put over the top, and it would tell you underneath the button what it was. So then you could make different overlays for different games.
That'd be good.
Is it like an on-screen overlay?
No, fit on your button, like literally on. Put it over the top of the button.
Like a fascia for the buttons.
Wasn't within that. Oh no, the PDF just gives you like the ability to write on the sheet. It doesn't actually.
Correct.
It's not an overlay.
You could print a bunch of like faceplates off and then like laminate them or whatever and write it on.
You can hear Captain Jack and Tommy talking. Consim, it might work on Consim. Do you seriously enjoy this? I enjoyed Farm Sim, yes.
Our simulator would be good for.
Well, you say easily Black Widow, you'd have to cut it all to size. Use it for Farm Sim, ATS and ETS, and shift with the joystick on the latter two. It's annoying. To be honest, King Awesome, it's really annoying, mate. Because now it takes Pro Mods about, what, 3 to 4 weeks after each release? So Euro Truck patches, it takes up to a month to get Pro Mods to work. And at that point, we're only a few weeks away from the next release. So it's like, we're always in this perpetual state of Pro Mods not being able to, not being working with the current version. I don't farm for a living, but there are many people who are real farmers who do play this game. I'm doing alright, Perron, thank you. Last bit here, Jack. So I think that's a different crop though. That's wheat. You're done. Well, I mean, this is it, Commander Kai, but the same thing applies to flight sim. There are quite a few pilots, like real commercial pilots that I know, who also fly in a sim. Martin79, have a good one. As far as I know, Rust map was never fully compatible 132. Yeah, they never listed it as compatible 132. I think you could get it to work, but it was never listed as compatible. I meant the other way around, John Fezzer.
Look at our cash now.
Ka-ching.
Yeah, we have still got to buy another plough though.
What, a different plough or the same?
I've sold one of the red ploughs and kept one red one just in case we've had the need for ploughing. But the red one that we've got existing is about 60 grand, and then we're going to buy a
Subsoiler.
subsoiler.
4 paws, you
they're
could,
only
you
about
could,
40 grand.
the best thing to do maybe 4 paws is if you jump into the sub Discord server, and then in the farm sim chat room just say like, does anybody want to play some farming? Try and find some people to play with. You bought a G29 with a 50% discount. Does anybody know if the G25 shifter is compatible? I don't know. We're going to be bailing this and testing the mind sim of physics, farming physics sim. I did loads of bailing yesterday, but I can do a bit more. There's a Twitch flight sim streamer who flies the A320 IRL for a certain orange airline. Yes, I know, Dan J, I have him on Discord. That was one of the people I was referring to. You might have attempted to pick up a G29 if you use Johnny's shifter with it, all the buttons. No, you can't use a 20... Oh, hang on. Can you plug a 27 shifter into a G29? No, you can and can't. Yeah, so Ferret, I remember. You can plug a G27 shifter into a G29, but it does not recognize all the buttons. Some of the buttons will not work, like specifically the extra ones that the 27 has, because the 29 connector doesn't have all the communication pathways that the 27 has. What you can get with the 27, you can buy a USB breakout box, which allows you to plug it in via USB, but I don't know how much that is. Muttley, who will be in chat a bit later, he definitely has a link to that USB breakout box. If that's cheap, that's one solution, so you can carry on using your 27 shifter. Or you could just make a button box, yeah. No, Vinny, I don't say that. Funnily enough. Yeah, I know it's from the cartoon. I know where you get the reference from. The same as Muttley Do Something.
Muttley's now in chat. Who needed the link for the button box?
Ferret,
Okay.
because I don't know how much it is. It wasn't the button box, it was the G27 USB connector box.
Okay.
You also buy a drive hub for €80, then you can use a Thrustmaster shifter on a G29. Which Thrustmaster shifter? How much is that, Muttley? That USB thing?
Chickens are clean and fully fed.
Nice. Are we having chicken wings later?
Ah, yeah, deep fried.
You might be lucky to get an omelette.
£20, $30. So that's not bad. Let's see. They're still growing. Still growing. Right, take it back.
Bottle 6 is all done now, just needs baling finished, and then it needs ploughing or reseeding or whatever.
Thank you, Mishka. My bet is because hooking up the cluster cables to the wheel is a massive pain. Yeah, that is true. Oh, well, dolly reversing for the win. I so can't be bothered with this. You can play it with mouse and keyboard. Play it with an Xbox controller. With a wheel. $1.3 of Euro Truck. Are you serious? Do you know what? I honestly can't bother with this. I'm just gonna leave it here. Have you tried the frozen stuff? We tried it on Saturday. I think we're doing it. Yeah, we did quite a bit of it on Saturday. Wait, why is that there? Why is that been left there?
It looks as though that's been knocked.
What is it supposed to be?
Parked up next to the other one.
I blame Motley because he's not here to defend himself. Right, what he's doing next then?
I was just helping Daniel out with some bale collecting. And then there's some liming that needs doing, which Mrs. F is in the middle of.
It's a killer.
Well, I shall return momentarily.
So you could do some bale collecting, but I know you did quite a lot of that yesterday.
Jammy. Jammy needs riding.
Or are you going for a ride?
Well, Jammy's the only horse that needs riding, so I'm just going to take this for a spin.
Yeah, you're not allowed near the castle.
Is that out of bounds? No, Big Mac's still here. This is some... No, stop driving away, Mrs. Frosty. No! Where's the fun? I'm determined to... There we go. There we go. There we go. She's going at a different speed to me. $5,000 sold. How much are these horses worth now? 26, 31, 26, 22. Glue stick. Glue stick is worth 31k. That's pretty good. Considering we paid a fiver, well, 5k. Ooh! Best part. Wow, what's Jammy on? 30%. I want somebody to make a map mod that is basically a horse riding course. Because that, like, out of bales and stuff, that'd be so much fun. Water hazards and that kind of thing. No, you can't ride a chicken, Eric. I'm disappointed, to be honest. Scumbag tree. No, riding a pig would be like Deliverance. That wouldn't be good. Oh, what a jump! 53%. Lag spike much? I'm like a foot away from this thing. Look at this. Gamma, how you doing? Oh, look at this. First person. Oh, you can't go first person on the horse. $71. Nearly done. Nope, the horse does not. They sleep, though. I'm not sure what's in the collector's edition, Perron. Like, personally, I don't buy collector's or deluxe edition of anything unless there's actual proper benefit. And I don't mean things like, oh, it's got these weapon skins. You got your first job application? Oh, you sent your first job application. You're gonna find very quickly, Gamble, that you have to send loads. You have to knock on a few doors before one enters. %96. What's the progression since yesterday? We've managed to get ourselves out of debt, pay off the 100 grand loan, and we have 170k in the black now. Which is nice. So you get off your horse,
just having a general discussion
and your horse disappears.
About the possibility of another bale collector.
Yeah, it's... How much are they?
They're 70 grand to buy. And we haven't got too many more bales to collect, but basically that's no... I think that's where our natural choke is at the moment.
Well, assuming we want to bale everything, yeah.
So... we have got the possibility of buying a subsoiler. And we would have to upgrade a tractor in order to be able to use that as well. And that costs in at probably about 70 grand. But we've also got the plough to sell for about 60 grand. So we're sort of 70 grand down on the subsoiler and tractor, but then 60 grand up on the selling of the plough.
Have we got enough tractors to drive this extra machinery?
That is a good point. I suppose we're at the... Well, the person's... The baler tractor is now finished baling, and... that tractor is sitting doing nothing, so it's sort of a half-used bale trailer.
Latest edition, you get a hat, the game, stickers, a model tractor, postcards, posters with maps. Commodore 64 Farm Sim 19 edition. Okay, so if you'd have to ask yourself, what use is those things to you? Because I'd be like, the hat? Nope. The game, obviously. Stickers, not going to use. Model tractor, don't care about. Postcards, not going to use. Posters with maps, useless. Commodore 64 sounds fun. Kind of to kill her. I'll probably swap to my other wheel and use to keep the power.
We'll bring that up to 6 and start some seeding.
Up to 6. You think Jack's AFK? I think he is.
Jack is AFK.
Home serve, 44 months already to celebrate tomorrow when I'll be 32. Thank you for 44 months home serve. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but have a great day. Happy birthday.
Two seeders apart, just above the chicken pen.
That's him.
All those trees were really useful until they're now starting to get in the way.
I don't know who planted them, but bizarre location. Take a while to grow.
Yeah. And then the Mrs. F is liming with these 2.5 fields. So if you want to start on the northeast one first, because she's already limed that.
No, she's missed a chunk of it.
Sorry, not the northeast, southeast.
No, it's... Okay.
Bottom right.
She's in progress. She's in progress with that one.
So the bottom right of 6, which is next to the horse paddock, she's done. The bottom left is she's halfway through, and she's just gone to the shop to get a refill.
Okay. What are we seeding here?
Anything that gives bales, so wheat, barley, or oat. So we've put off buying a second bale trailer for the moment, just because I'm nearly done anyway.
Okay.
I think it's something that is consideration for the future. It's sort of the balance of, do we want another field first, or, you know.
Well, yeah, another field would bring money back.
Once we get these 4 seeded, it'll then be ready for...
How does separate farms work? You can create your own farm or join an existing one. You can password protect farms, and each farm can compete for the contracts on the server. What's here to Jeffrey? The Horse. Pronto 9 DC. It's like a horse, but it's a horse. It's a Sean Connery horse, is what it is. Sounded more like John Wayne. The hell he did. How did that sound like John Wayne? Come on. Oh, the lag. The lag save. Contract failed. I don't know. I'm not doing the contract. This particular one cultivates and seeds at the same time, yeah. They don't all do that.
It fertilizes as well.
That's true. Cultivates, seeds, fertilizes, and it makes your coffee. The all-in-one Horsch 9DC. $4.5 in sold bales, that's not bad.
That wasn't even a full load.
I'm sure that money's gone up unless that's a bigger bale trailer. It used to be like 3.5.
I think it's demand, isn't it? If we saturate the market with loads of bales, then the price will go down, won't it? Because we haven't put any bales in for a while. It's now coming back up.
Planning to move to the UK, any tips? The nearer to London you get, the more expensive it will get. The west side is wetter than the east side. The north is more hilly than the south. Most roads and rail routes lead to London. Well, the northwest is a nice place to live, but it does rain quite a bit. Depends if you like it. If you go north, it gets cooler and wetter. If you go west, it definitely gets wetter. Bristol's okay. I'd say Bath is a nicer town. Bath is like an old Roman town. Bristol's very big and busy, so it depends what you're looking for. I recommend using loans. Are you talking about in the game, Devil Dog? We took a $100 loan and we made it work and paid it back. Loans are just a tool, aren't they? You still have to pay the money back, but you're going to pay back more money. So it only makes sense if it's going to be invested properly. No, you scumbag. Stop! Bath is an option too, but as far as we want to try a bigger city. I'd say don't buy, I'd say just rent, because at least that way, if you decide that that city's not for you, you can move. Maybe like spend a week going around different cities and things, having a look around before you rent somewhere. You found a fix, Pharaoh Bird. What was the fix? You have to manually map each machine to your side panel. No, it kind of... You don't map each machine, you map the controls. It does it by default, but you might want to change it slightly. You found lots of controller issues with this game waiting for a patch. Yep. There really have been that stuff like a day.
I'm back.
What did you eat?
I didn't eat. I had a couple of things actually.
I thought you said then helicopter things I had to do, but then I
A
realised...
couple of things.
Yeah.
Must be all that stubble getting in the way of your ears.
No! It's because it's a beard now, it's covering my ears as well. Right, let's see. Let's go do the lower half of this. Go inside the FarmSim 19 folder and delete all the preset files. I just did it and it fixed it for some... Yeah, I already tried that. Like, days ago I tried that, it didn't do anything. It's the input bindings.xml is the file that it controls your mappings. I haven't done it whack-a-day, to be honest. It has a little bit, but every now and again it gets a little bit itchy, you know, but not massively. It's lime. You basically spray lime on the field to like rebalance the pH in the soil. Hey, Cobalt. FarmSim 17 has lag spikes. Often happens when it's saving. Mark644, how you doing? Good, thank you. Right, so you see the ridge line that it's leaving there? For all you people asking about the ridge marker. This marker, right, is drawing a line that is exactly half the width from here to here. Yeah, half the width of my cedar. Which means, if I drive back down the middle of that line, it will perfectly seed up to where I've already done here. And I'll demonstrate that now, okay? So the marker is basically half the width of the tool that you're dragging. So if you line up on that now, like that, put the marker out for the next run. So you sat there, you just aim down the center point there. and just follow that line. And when you do that, the right side of your cedar is perfectly lined up with what you just did. It's magic, isn't it?